What exactly does Alert Carolina notify you about anyway? We break down what crime warnings students want.
A party switch in the North Carolina House leaves Republicans with a supermajority.
Had to break out the shade state because of how nice it is right now. However, how's that saying go? April showers bring May flowers. You're going to need to bring those umbrellas back out because these sunny skies will not last long. More on that coming up.
From the UNC Hussman School of Journalism and Media, connecting Carolina's campus and community, this is Carolina Week.
Welcome to Carolina Week. I'm Asha Shah.
And I'm Kasia Sari. As of today, Republicans in the state legislature have a supermajority and can override a governor's veto. Representative Tricia Cotham jumped the aisle, becoming the critical newest member of the Republican Party. Here's Carolina Week reporter Walter Reinke with the story.
Although the legislature and governor work less than a mile from each other, their relationship is often less than amiable. Last Wednesday, the House voted to override the governor's veto for the first time this session, repealing handgun permits in the state. It's the first time they have successfully overridden the governor's veto since 2018.
Senate Bill 41 has passed by the requisite 3/5 vote. The override has passed, and this bill will become law, notwithstanding the objections of the governor.
3/5 of each chamber must vote to override the veto for it to pass. In the Senate, that's 30 out of the 50 seats, and in the House, it's 72 out of 120. The Senate already has 30 Republicans, and as of today, the House has 72. The news broke last night that once Democrat Tricia Cotham re-registered as Republican. Issues like abortion and the Parents' Bill of Rights that have historically always been vetoed by the governor can now be passed into law without any Democrat approval. House Minority Leader Robert Reeves condemned the move, saying Cotham campaigns as a supporter of abortion rights and gun safety and called for her to resign. Quote, "Those constituents deserve to know what values were most important to their elected representative. Because of that, the appropriate action is for her to resign so that her constituents are fairly represented in the North Carolina House of Representatives." End quote. WUNC political analyst Jeff DeBeery says that we might not see many controversial bills because Republican leadership remembers what happened last time they had supermajorities.
They got a lot of their agenda done, but at the same time, they got in trouble with state and federal courts. They saw dozens, literally dozens of bills that they enacted upended by the courts for being unconstitutional.
Republicans have already shown that they are willing and able to override Governor Cooper's veto. How Democrats in the state will respond is yet to come. In Raleigh, I'm Walter Reinke, Carolina Week.
Tricia Cotham held a press conference this morning to explain why she switched parties.
If you don't do exactly what the Democrats want you to do, they will try to bully you. They will try to cast you aside.
The news prompted contradicting reactions from the GOP and Democrats, with the latter and other voting rights groups calling for her resignation.
Staying safe on campus is many students' priority, but some say they find safety alerts aren't always helpful. This story contains information that may be sensitive to viewers. CW's Lauren Levitt has the story.
There have been 7 rapes reported on UNC's campus this semester, but no alerts were sent out. Alert Carolina, the university's emergency notification system, is used to keep campus members safe and informed. Samantha Freeman, a sophomore, says the texts help, but she doesn't think all the messages are necessary.
It's something about like a stolen scooter or like a stolen bicycle. And so, I mean, that's not really like something super important.
But there are instances where students feel they need to hear about crimes on campus.
Theft is one thing, but like people getting sexually assaulted definitely needs to like take priority, and they definitely need to push notifications for that more often. And I'm sad that they haven't.
Allison Thompson, a third year, agrees with her.
And I understand like there's rules around like privacy and stuff like for people that are affected by these, which I completely get. But like, I just want to know when things happen, where they happen, because it's just like it could happen to anybody.
But there's a reason why not all crimes result in a message being sent out. Daryl Jeter, the emergency management and planning director, says there are certain criteria that have to be met first.
The crime occurs on our campus geography. It has not yet been resolved. It does present an ongoing significant threat to our campus community, and/or there has been a pattern of behaviors.
So while the crime alerts provide a basis for student safety, Jeter says it is up to everyone to take action for their own safety. In Chapel Hill, I'm Lauren Lovett, Carolina Week.
you want to receive Alert Carolina messages, you can use your Onion to register your phone number, or you can download the Carolina Ready Safety app.
One person is recovering after a shooting near campus on Sunday afternoon. The shooting happened on Mason Farm Road. According to police, it was a targeted incident and there is not a threat to UNC's campus. Authorities are still searching for the suspect and urge anyone with information to call UNC police.
UNC's lead challenges appear to be coming to an end. The lead testing initiative completed its final phase last week. More than 250 buildings were tested, and more than half had at least one water fixture that tested positive for lead. The university will now focus its efforts on replacing contaminated fixtures. Free blood testing for lead is also ending. The university is expected to implement new testing protocols moving forward.
UNC Health is continuing its winning streak. Fortune magazine has named UNC Health one of America's most innovative companies. The hospital system was recognized for its research capabilities and advancements in patient care, product innovation, process innovation, and innovation culture were also factors. UNC Health joins 300 other companies in receiving this honor, including Apple and IBM.
33 Tar Heels have received prestigious recognitions from the National Science Foundation. The organization honored these students with awards from its Graduate Research Fellowship program. The fellowship will support students' research in STEM-related fields, including chemistry, geography, and neuroscience.
You know, Kasia, those are the people that we need to keep in touch with after graduation.
And thankfully, there's actually an app to help us do just that.
UNC has launched a new alumni engagement network for students. Heels Engage is a new networking app for Carolina students, especially those graduating, to connect with other alumni to further their career development and success.
UNC Holy Moly celebrated the Hindu holiday Holi on Friday at Hooker Fields. Holi celebrates the triumph of good over evil and the start of spring. It's also known for its use of bright colors. Holy Moly participants got to snack on traditional South Asian cuisine, watch dance performances, and throw packets of colorful powder in the air and at each other. Holy Moly, these are what two performers at Holy Moly said about the event.
Honestly, I say cathartic, being able to kick back, throw as many colors as you want at people, and just enjoy the moment. That's why I think it's cathartic.
I think just being in the middle of the crowd, throwing the powder, the only word I can really use is magic.
Yeah.
All those colors truly did look magical.
Every year, it just seems to get more colorful and more exciting.
I know. I wish I got to go. After the break, a fixture of UNC's food scene turns a century old next week, and this popular bar hosted an A-list celebrity over the weekend.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Former President Donald Trump is now the first president in U.S. history to be indicted. Trump was in court yesterday for an arraignment where he was met with 34 felony charges of falsifying business records in the first degree. Trump pleaded not guilty to all counts and in a press conference last night had this to say.
The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it.
Trump will be back in court on December 4th. To learn more about the story, visit our website at tarheels.live/Carolina News now.
Chapel Hill Police Department is working to increase community education about its work. The department will hold sessions to teach community members about the role and purpose of each unit and division. While those organizing the academy know it won't solve all concerns, they still believe holding these sessions are important. The 6 free sessions will run from April 11th until May 20th.
If you were at He's Not Friday night, you might have seen a special guest. The night before he headlined Dreamville Festival, Usher decided to stop by He's Not Here. Usher and songwriter-producer Jonta Austin were spotted taking pictures inside the bar. They just couldn't leave the Triangle before getting a taste of the famous Blue Cup. Usher performed in Raleigh at Dreamville Festival Saturday night and played many of his classic songs. During his visit in Chapel Hill, he even dropped into I Love New York Pizza to end off his night.
From April 10th to April 14th, UNC's LGBTQ Center is collaborating with campus and community organizations to host Pride Week. In honor of the center's 20th anniversary, this year's theme is For Connection, For Community, For Change. Events next week include an art gallery opening for queer art, a Pride in the Pit event with food and games, and a rainbow walk at the Botanical Gardens.
Looking for something to do over the long weekend? Chapel Hill has you covered. Here are some of the events to help you relax and unwind. Tomorrow, you can get your stretch on with Campus Recreation. It's hosting yoga at the indoor practice facility at 7 p.m. On nearby Hooker Field, 6 organizations are teaming up to address mental health stigma. Reduce the Stigma Worldwide is happening this Saturday at 1 p.m.
Or if you want to tap into your philosophical side, Big Dance Theater's performances of The Road Awaits Us and Cage Shuffle are on stage Thursday at 7:30 p.m. in Memorial Hall. You can also catch Playmaker Repertory Company's The Legend of Georgia McBride every night this week at 7:30 and this Sunday at 2 p.m.
Kassia, I hope April showers don't rain out these amazing events.
Me neither. Honestly, I love warm weather, and the sun lately has had me such in a good mood. But CW's meteorologist, Cory Kowitz, is here to tell us what we can expect this week.
Yeah, guys, no showers today. It's going to be a beautiful one ahead. Look at this map. I mean, this is a map you see usually in the summertime, lots of reds. Projected in RDU Airport, 88. That's close to 90. We haven't seen that in a while. More neck of the woods, maybe in the mid to higher 80s. However, watching a system that could bring us some thunderstorm activity tomorrow night here. We take a look at the map here, the next slide. You can see we have a cold front here, and out ahead of that cold front, we can see that we're going to have some rain here impacting the region. Here with our red dot, right outside here, it's going to be a lot of precipitation lining this cold front right out ahead, maybe some thunderstorms at bed, and maybe rumble thunder. Not too severe here. In the wet weather, it's going to hang on again, making it a rainy Friday. So we're going to see this system here to our south. A low pressure is going to start to form, bringing with it some moisture coming up from the Gulf, making it, again, a rainy Friday. Again, thunderstorm chance won't be severe, most likely, but please check in on the forecast just in case anything does turn severe. So maybe a rumble thunder on Friday, and guys, even more rain for your Saturday on the next day here. And the system develops more. Saturday's the day I'm looking at here, because this high pressure here could suppress some of the rainfall. The more south the high is, the farther the rain chances are going to be south. Maybe we'll miss out, but the high is weaker or more north. We could see some more rain. This is the day we could see some really, really heavy rain and some flooding with all of this rain, because all in all, we're going to have really impressive rainfall totals. We can see with the purples and the reds indicating 2 inches plus, certainly flood potential with this amount of rain over the next few days, especially if we have some heavy rain for a shorter period of time. Please look out for some flooding for your Friday and Saturday. But summarize the next 5 days for you guys. What a beautiful day we have here. Mid to high 80s, remaining partly cloudy with a cloud cover increasing for your Friday, remaining warm. The chance of showers and storms for your Thursday evening and overnight. And Friday, we'll see the rain once again sticking around. And on Saturday, with big cool downs for your Friday and Saturday, we'll see the temperatures rise just a bit for your Sunday, clearing out with a chance of rain lingering on Sunday, but the chances will decrease. So overall, we'll be seeing a wide variety over the next few weeks here. If we look at the temperature map of what we could see next week. We saw that cool down for your weekend here and beginning of next week, but we could see next week those temperatures rise once again. Temperatures more like today, well above average here in the middle and eastern half of the country. So wide variety of weather, guys. Roller coaster for conditions for temperatures and rain and dryness overall, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Cory. That's a lot of rain, which is pretty disappointing.
As the sun's out, the clubs are also out. Golfers are taking swings on local greenways, as we'll see in sports. Coming up after the break.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Sports Extra anchor Isabella Geskus with recaps and previews of this week's Carolina Athletics events. Bella?
Thanks, Kassia. Let's get right into it. The men's basketball team is headed back to Hawaii next season for the Maui Invitational in November. Carolina joins a list of 8 teams competing in the tournament, headlined by newly crowned champion Connecticut Huskies. This will be UNC's 9th time making the trip to Paradise for the tournament. Carolina has won the Invitational 4 times, most recently in 2016. The Heels hope the trip can give them a little bit of Maui magic for their upcoming redemption season. Coming off an ACC win against Virginia on Sunday, the UNC softball team traveled down the road to Greensboro for a midweek matchup against the UNCG Spartans Tuesday afternoon. Kristen Liesa got the Heels rolling with a 2 RBI hit to put the Heels up 2-0 in the top of the first. Carly Myrtle hit a moonshot out of center field for her second of the season, putting the Heels up 5-0. Alex Brown then blasted one to right field for her second homer of the season. And once again, Kirsten Liesa was ready, hitting a bomb over the fence, putting the Heels up 7-3 in the seventh. UNCG's grand slam in the seventh sent the game to extras, and after 5 scoreless innings, Isabella Emmerling put the Heels back on top, hitting a homer to center field in the 13th. UNC was able to close an 8-7 win against the Spartans. And it was a battle of the Carolinas in the Queen City Tuesday evening as the Diamond Heels took on 6th-ranked South Carolina Gamecocks. The bats started off cold for both teams, with neither team being able to plate a run in the first 6 innings. That all changed in the 7th when the Gamecocks hit not 1, but 2 2-out RBI doubles that gave South Carolina the 2-0 lead. 3 insurance runs in the 8th sealed the deal. Heels lose 5-0. The number 1 ranked UNC men's golf team traveled to Naples, Florida for the Calusa Cup, looking for yet another tournament win. 5th-year Ryan Burnett won the individual title by 2 shots after an even par 72 on Tuesday and finished 5 under 211 for the tournament. The Tar Heels are bringing home their 5th title, which is the first time since the 1984-85 season. On the women's side, the Tar Heels look to defeat our rival down the road, Duke, in the championship match of the Wolfpack Match Play Invitational. Krista Junkari defeated Kayla Smith to win her match, and Krista Izukiza earned the team a half point, tying her match. The Tar Heels fell to the Blue Devils 3.5 to 1.5. While the 2 golf teams are competing on the collegiate stage, one Heel is still on a journey to becoming a part of an elite community, the Pro Heels. Kyle Ennis has the story.
Many students, past and present, pick up the UNC passion from the beginning.
If someone asks you what your school color is, it's not baby blue, it's not light blue, it's not sky blue, it's not even Carolina blue, it's the better blue. And then I understand, okay, this is the real deal.
With the real deal, Leslie Klutz set her ground rules early.
I mean, my mindset going into school was like, hey, I've got 4 years. I'm going to get my degree, and I need to be ready. I need to be ready to play professionally and be ready for the LPGA.
After graduating, Klutz began her journey to the pros, known as Q School. But the path has been no easy road. In 2021, she missed the cut in the final stage by 1 stroke.
That was really painful. That probably took me about maybe a whole year to recover. I don't know. That was just really disappointing.
Through that time, she began to teach, something Klutz always wanted to do.
I want to be able to pass on to whoever is next that wants to learn, that is on a pursuit, the same track that, I've been going on.
Expenses and missed cuts are part of the battle.
What's the point of playing? Like, you can almost see it as like gambling. Like, why am I, maybe I should go get a job instead of missing a cut again.
Now with both a job and an active playing career, the gamble to Klutz is worth it.
I want to be on LPGA, right? That's still my pursuit, whether it's 3-5 years. But now I'm, coaching alongside as well, which is also definitely one of my long-term end games.
In Chapel Hill, I'm Kyle Ennis, Carolina Week.
We hope to see her on the tour one day. Upping their game, this has to be the mentality of the women's lacrosse team heading into an ACC matchup against Pitt on Friday. UNC is coming off a tough loss on the road against the Fighting Irish. Julia Dorsey, Brooklyn Walker-Welch, and Emily Knowles will have to get their defensive communication right if they want to stop the Panthers' scoring duo of Sydney Naylor and Camden O'Donnell. All eyes will be on Caitlin Worsberger as she enters Saturday's game just 1 assist away from being tied for 7th all-time in UNC history with 77 career assists. Carolina's impact freshmen Marissa White and Caroline Godin will also be key players, as White has had a goal in every game so far this season, and Godin has scored at least 2 points in each of the past 7 games. The team will take Dorrance Field at 2 p.m. on Friday. Join us on Monday after some restful wellness days with the exciting highlights for another weekend in Carolina athletics. We'll be right back.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you wanna talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you already spend hours playing video games, now you can put those hours towards your degree. The Greenlaw Game Room is UNC's first game-based classroom. Digital Literacy and Communications Lab Director Dr. Courtney Rivard says even though gaming classes are categorized under the English and Comparative Literature department, they're open to any major.
We're reaching out to communication studies and computer science and archaeology and indigenous studies and anybody that wants to help be part of this gaming initiative. We want to bring folks in because those conversations kind of reach to all disciplines.
With registration underway, interested students can sign up for English 113, Intro to Critical Game Studies for the fall 2023 semester.
A North Carolina native is headed to the moon as part of the 2024 Artemis II mission. Christina Koch, an NC State alum, is one of 4 astronauts on a mission flying around the moon. The mission is the first of its kind since 1972 and includes the first woman and first African American assigned to a lunar mission. She said this about the mission.
My fellow astronauts know that one of the questions we get all the time is, are you excited? And I can tell you, when I think about this mission that's a relay race with international partners, it's also so awesome in and of itself.
NASA plans to launch Artemis II in the years ahead.
Sutton's Drugstore is a Franklin Street favorite and will be celebrating its birthday next week as it turns 100 years old. The anniversary is on April 12th. The first 100 customers get free birthday t-shirts, and everyone gets a hot dog, fries, and drink for all $1. Can't make it out for the celebration? We'll be live from Sutton showing you all the fun right here on Carolina Week.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with more Carolina news.
Enjoy your long weekend.